Hello, everybody, and welcome to part 2 of my Etrian Odyssey. This will be shortly uploaded after the first because, well, failed. I have the same guild name, the same character name, however, this time, I brought backup. And I was also able to get a little further without encountering any enemies. So here we are. As you walk the narrow path, greenery all around. You see a soldier standing guard. You must be the new guys. The Rada told me you'd be along. Welcome to the forest. Few questions for the soldier bring to mind, but you wonder if you should let him be. Oh yes, this would be would be a nice streaming game. You know, let everybody weigh in on the decision. Definitely something to think about, especially as I go into Etrian Odyssey 2, which will be a while yet. Or, or, I could get my butt in gear and start. Or I could get my butt in gear and start to. Exactly, and don't you forget it. Or I could get my gear, yes, get my gear in butt. Insert Austin Powers, Spy Who Shagged Me, shadow scene here. And actually start streaming. And actually start streaming. Soon, TM. Soon. Ask him about the labyrinth. The soldier looks around him once before answering. Call this the Yggdrasil Labyrinth. Pretty strange place. The ecology here is completely different than the world above. We live. Really? We live in the world above? Thought we lived here. Where's my house? It goes down so deep that no one has ever seen the lowest stratum. You plan on exploring down there, make sure your guard is up at all times. His speech delivered, the soldier loses interest in you and returns to his post. You hesitate, unsure whether to ask him about another question. Let the matter drop. The heck you doing here, boy? The soldier answers your question slowly. And orders are to make sure no one, you, for example, gets in the forest without permission. You want in, start the way everyone does. Make a map of the floor we're on. As sure they told you back at Rada, everyone goes through this internship. With that, the soldier points to the map of the forest you hold in your hands. Ooh, tutorial. Love it. In this game, you can draw maps of your surroundings using a mouse, a controller, or a keyboard. Full map and zoomed map. The map shows the entire floor. Portion outlined in green is shown on the zoomed map. And yeah, the map controls are very 3DS, so I can absolutely see with 100%, I can absolutely say with 100% certainty, this indeed was a DS game. And it was later remastered in HD. The whole series, the trilogy, excuse me, Etrian Odyssey 1, 2, and 3 was later remastered, bundled together, and sold at least on the PC and on Switch. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we are immediately going to see enemies after going through this tutorial. And also, I have a Switch right behind me. It has a touchpad that I never make use of. Will I buy Etrian Odyssey on the Switch? Eh. I played Octopath Traveler on the Switch, though. That was pretty good. I got to the end of 3 storylines, I want to say. I got to the end of 3 storylines. Ugh. Nearly made me cry. And if a game can make me cry, that's a good story. That's a good story. Because I rarely cry. So anything that makes me cry, I remember. I can still play Hurt. Not by Nine Inch Nails, but by Johnny Cash. Anyway, the top map shows the entire floor. The portion outlined in green is shown on the zoomed map. Zoomed map. The bottom map shows a zoomed-in view of the map. The player can draw walls, place icons to customize their own map. That's interesting. Use your mouse to draw your own maps. Drawing with mouse. Drawing with a controller or a keyboard. A controller and keyboard can also be used to draw maps. You can use a combination of controller, keyboard, and mouse controls to draw maps. Ah! So... Huh. The words that just popped into my mind are cartography simulator, and I am here for it. It's very interesting. It's an interesting concept. A map maker in a fantasy world. I've been isekai'd. Oh no. Yes, I know what that is. Yes, this beard watches anime. No, literally, I have a second pair of glasses just for my beard so we can all watch anime together. There are various tools at your disposal to help flesh out your map. Left-click the tool you want to use to switch between functions. Left-click or drag the tool on the zoomed-in map. Boop, boop. Ah. Draw walls, erase walls, draw floors, erase floors. Remember those symbols, because I'm going to forget. Details apply to default control settings. Aside from a mouse, you can also draw maps using a controller or keyboard. What would you like to do? I wonder if this text box changes depending on what you're actually using to control the game at this point. That'd be crazy. Now, since it's turn-based combat, I am able to use keyboard and mouse. However, oh, look at your mouse. However, my gaming journey started on the PlayStation 1. And as you can clearly see, I'm using a PlayStation 5 controller. yeah, imagine my shock when in the previous series we had controls that said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Instead of the symbols on the actual controller. But then again, I remembered the controls for God Eater on my console, so it wasn't that hard to get used to. Anyway, move the right stick to navigate the tool menu displayed on the right side of the screen. Use LT or RT to select the desired tool. The selected tool will be displayed on the zoomed map. Press the B button to go back and select a different tool. Draw walls, erase walls, draw floors, erase floors. LT hold or RT hold and move directions. Move the right stick while holding RT, LT to annotate the map with the tool. In addition to tools, you could use icons. Yay! To annotate your map in further detail. The icon menu can be opened by left-clicking the Open/Close button or by highlighting it and pressing RT or LT. Click it again or press RT or LT again to close the icon menu. The menu button on a controller also be used for icon menu opening and closing. You know what would be a cool concept for a game? Pretty much this. The exact map making concept, the grid, the lines, like the grid, the walls, and the grid, the walls, the floors, everything. And even in the tutorial, it looks like it gives you a small preview of what's to come, especially in the first room here. And it looks like we have a number of different icons. I have no idea what the others mean. However, it looks like we have a camp. We have icons for doors, opened, closed. We have icons for gathering points, cutting points, mining points. Icon for a chest. Oh. As well as direction icons for one-way and two-way streets. A one-way and two-way, transfer points. Very interesting. So anyway, the game concept that I have is a game pretty much exactly like this, but online. Ooh. Online components. There will be a main story dungeon that you can do offline, pretty much like this. And Atlas, if you're listening, give me credit. This game pretty much like this, except eventually you get access to your own dungeon that you can build and put online for others to explore. Here's the interesting part. There are like several map making games out there. I think there's a really good one. Meet Your Maker. Meet Your Maker is another good one, pretty much like that. Except in this game, other players can make a map of your dungeon, and they can then put that map up for sale to sell to other players. It's not a real in-game, it's not for real money, but you can sell it for additional currency to other players online. So if someone's having a really hard time mapping out your dungeon, maybe they want to go to a new floor, they could just buy the map online. Like, they could just buy the map for in-game currency and find the route to the exit, and then they can start mapping out the second floor. The beauty of that would be that you get a community that's both trying to make the hardest dungeon and trying to make the most detailed maps. It's a thought. It's a thought, Atlas. You know, if you want to resurrect Etrian Odyssey, make it like that. It's a thought. It's a thought. Drag an icon from the icon menu to the zoomed map to place the icon. I went on a kind of tangent, didn't I? When using a controller, use the cursor to select an icon and place it where desired on the zoomed map. Place a memo icon to leave yourself a message. Again, imagine this on an online scale. You can even place a memo for yourself or others. This dungeon has been abandoned by the dungeon master. These can be used to mark points of interest. Or use the crane tool to move icons previously placed on the zoomed map. I was playing around with that in part 1, but I didn't know what it did. Mouse controls can also be used to left-click icons without need of the crane tool. And that's something that I'm going to try. I think I'm going to try doing this, playing this game as a sort of hybrid system, where I use the controller to move around, and I use the mouse to draw on the map. It's a thing. It's a thing I can try. Press the zoom in and zoom out buttons to change the display size of the zoomed map. Memorizing. Memorized. Adjusting the zoom can make it easier to draw details on the map. Of course it can. An indispensable tool. Open the main menu, select options, and navigate to field to adjust auto mapping. No. We do not auto map on this channel. Just like we do not auto battle. And icon display position and other detailed settings related to map creation. Similarly, you can adjust game controls in the controls section of the options menu. View the controls again. This area inside the red border shows where you've got a map, where it shows where you've got to map. Finish that part and see me. You decided to leave the soldier alone. Probably a save point over there. Let's see the map. I see. So we have to map this entire red portion and then come back. It's doable. But for now, we battle. Oh, look. Time for revenge. Oh? What does this button do? Yes. Not only do we get to map, but we also get to figure out strengths and weaknesses of monsters. Oh, a game all about exploration. Yes. Gimme, gimme. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. Ah, good. Thankfully, I'm not covering up too much, but I will move myself if I end up covering up anything useful. Right now, I'm just covering up attack, defense, and HP. Buff, debuff details, attack, defend, switch. Ooh. Let's see here. Use trickery. Don't need any skills. Oh. Ooh, a critical hit. Nice. $50. Woo. Now let's look at the reference and see if it autofilled. Okay, no, it just shows which debuff we have on it. I think it'll fill in after the fight. So let's take a look. Two small things. Excuse me. You've discovered a new monster. You've discovered a new item. Nice, nice. How dare you? Items. Field. Automap. Off. I actually want to have fun. Battle. Yeah, skip, normal. Man confirmation. The rest is good. I don't want automap on. Because that's where I'm going to have the most fun on this game. Is marking out everything myself. Just like this. Ooh, scroll. Nice. But, zoom out a little bit. Like... And then this should be erased. And this should be floor. Alright, let's continue. Ooh. This is gonna be nice. Wait. Alright. Let's move around, see if we got that right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we were blindsided. Oh, that's not good. Stores a small amount of HP. Okay. No, I want to conserve some stuff. Miss. Thing. Okay, I have to take that into account. Ah, so order is very important. I think that actually switches. That doesn't actually... And... I think the order is very interesting. Definitely for agility, definitely. Hmm. Okay, so agility is gonna have to go into... I'm gonna have to take into account agility in the next few battles. Especially if I can't get to level 2 easily. Discovered a new monster. Woodfly. Oh. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I missed. Okay. That's good. We're good. Leave it like that. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Okay, so this way should lead me back. I am getting close to another encounter. Oh, I have a feeling this will become useful later. I kind of don't want to know what that icon does. But for now, I think I can see this far ahead. If I'm wrong, I can always erase it later. Oh. Small omnivorous rodents attack any threat to their territory. Darn you. Dead. Well. I suppose I would very much like to revive the character that I see as my own. See if we could do that. Figure in battle, our front line dies, it will be replaced with a back line. Back line replace the fallen front line. Remember to reform the party afterward. Ah. In the book menu, you can review any accepted or completed quests and missions. Go back to quests. The adventure's initiation. Status menu, you can see party member status, equipment, and skills. Like I said, I'm going to be cautious because it's better if I just show you. We are indeed on expert. So even after the last episode's defeat, I will soldier on. An autosave feature? Don't judge me. Feel you. Eyes are icky. Even I cringed at myself saying that, okay? Welcome to Etria. You stand in the town's apothecary. We heal the wounded and fallen. We also offer medicines to take with you. An ounce of prevention worth a pound of cure. If you're wounded in the forest, then come back here and we'll do everything we can for you. Okay, I would rather not have to do that in the future. But yikes. Okay, good. Let's go with 10 for now. These two. Buy and sell goods. Quests. Organize my guild. Let's buy and sell. Hello. Need items, weapons, equipment? I'm your girl. Are you at the guild? I hear about with only a new folk. Oh. I think I better stop doing that now. Explorers like you are my best customers. I look forward to doing business with you. I can't stop doing the voice. Oh boy. You can sell items obtained in the labyrinth, buy goods, and buy the goods created from them. When purchasing, your party members are shown. Oh, this is tutorial. Are shown, and you may switch between characters with L1 or R1. Buying weapons, you could press R2 or L2 to jump between weapon types. Also, depending on the screen you are on, a button prompt will be displayed telling you what to do. Each function is useful, so be sure to make good use of them. Large knife designed for... Okay, right now I have a knife on. D. Hmm. Ah. It denotes which class can use the weapon. Now what we can do, we can go to Rada Hall and report discoveries. We can report the monsters we found and the items. Reported a few things found inside the forest. As they say, even oaks grow from small acorns. Everything must begin somewhere. I have high hopes that you'll one day solve all the forest's mysteries. I didn't mean to go in here yet. Welcome. Don't think I've seen your face in here before. You new in town? You're going down in the labyrinth. You should visit the Radia first. The tongue-tied first. Every adventurer's got to go through Rada Hall before they're officially recognized. Sorry, hun, but my hands are tied. I can't give you any work till then. Once you're legit, come and see me again, alright? I'll be looking forward to it. Okay, so we can't do anything there yet. We could sell. We have some small things. Ooh. She made a dagger with him. You need 5 more soft hide. Huh. Fang whip. Ah. So I can buy unlimited everything else. And for upgrades, I need to find more items. Nice. 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 Let's check accessories. A hide belt, defense 1, HP plus 5. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Annoying chime decreases the encounter rate. I don't want that. I'm probably not going to use that unless I'm going from one floor to another. At least I'm not going to use it at the moment. And wow, I went on a large tangent, didn't I? Welcome to the Rooster Inn. We cater to adventurers who explore the forest. Please make yourself at home. Heals all HP and TP. Heals all HP and TP. Does this game have a day-night cycle? We'll find out on the next episode of The Twilight Zone. Anyway, let's save our game. Since I turned off autosave, because I want this to be expert mode, we'll have to save manually. Thankfully, I am well versed in saving manually. The first game I ever beat was Resident Evil 0. Then the second game was Resident Evil, the remastered on the GameCube. And then the third game was Resident Evil 2. I also completed Super Mario Sunshine, but we'll shelve that. We'll shelve that for now. So anyway, I thank you all for joining me, and as always, stay safe, have fun, and remember, play your way.